Hey guys, welcome back to episode 2 of building the Lion Ice Castle. We are going to jump right on in with the progress. Me and my friend are here and we're kind of looking forward to something to build. So we're going to start in on, I think, this little vault area that I want to build right here. So we're going to work on that for a little bit, come up with some ideas, and we'll update you the progress. And then after that, we can kind of get into the plan for the rest of the episode. Okay guys, we have an update and I'm really liking the look of this vault so far. I just made it all black just because I was kind of going for I kind of wanted the walls to be made of 2 layers. One just normal stone, which will be on the exterior, and then the inside colors is black to represent like a darker, stronger, like black stone. That's just kind of the idea and story that I had behind it. But I have a couple chests that I can use to fill in here. But my friend has designed, well, he didn't really design. He looked off another build I have. He looked off the brick bank, and we're basically doing the same kind of vault door that they have. So I'm going to install that and then show you guys how it turned out. Okay, I finished the vault door design. I'm hoping it works. I'm not really that great at technique and using all sorts of gears and axles and stuff. So I'll place this in and update you guys from there. Alrighty, we've placed in the vault door. Still got a lot of work to do in building up these walls, but here's what it's gonna look like. I think it looks really good from the outside. It just kind of looks like the standard castle wall that I planned for the rest of the build. But on the inside, you have a reinforced layer. I've also added in this big chest that will hold the amber stone, which I can show off later. I haven't put it quite in there yet. And then just some gold, and I'll add some more stuff along this wall. But anyways, the mechanism, I think it gets, for sure it gets the job done. I might eventually change it to a better system. But you can turn this. See, so currently, since I don't have much of it secured down, it can just kind of come off pretty easily. But the plan is that it moves out like that. So, like I said, I need to find a better way to secure this in so it just doesn't kind of rip off the studs. But it can just go down like this, and then it can lock onto this wall and it cannot come out. So that's kind of the idea behind this. I'll work on it a little bit more. But for now, I'm going to do a time-lapse of finishing up this kind of wall built around that, and I think we're going to work a little bit more on some rock work. Okay, the walls are looking all nice and built up. Not completely finished on the inside. This outer wall is done. But over here, why I haven't quite worked on this is because I want to have some sort of big place to melt down all of the iron and stuff for the forge that they use to make the swords and stuff. So I'm going to look up some concepts and see just some designs that I will flash up on the screen. But then I will work on putting that in place, and I'll update you guys when that's done. Okay, I had a little change of plans. I decided to extend out where the blacksmith area is going to be so I can add a staircase going right up here leading to the second floor. So I'll do that off camera, but I did want to show you guys the build I had created for the I don't know really what to call it, just kind of the forge. So basically I'm probably going to place this around right in here, but I decided to change up the color a little bit to this dark tan color just to add a little bit of variety instead of just the same old grays. So I will work on the stairs and kind of finish up this area, and then I'll come back to you, and then I think we're going to work on some rock work. Okay, I've made a lot of progress over here. First, you'll notice that I have made this little kind of pole hanging with this chain that is placed above this kind of middle section right here with a skeleton, a very unlucky prisoner. But I have worked a lot on this area and it looks really good. I kind of changed up my plan a little bit. Have the staircase going up, and that looks pretty good. I've added part of an archway, but I'm going to stop working here for a little bit But the coolest new feature is, of course, we have the little forge right here. And I decided to change up the colors just to make it pop a little bit more. But if you press this button in, then the fire will light up. So that's a really nice addition. I'll go turn off the lights and I can show you guys what it looks like. So yeah, it looks really sweet. I'm super happy that I decided to do that. But we're gonna turn our attention over here. I don't know how difficult it is going to be making the rock work not more of like on a flat, on a curve. So I'm gonna kind of start working on it, and then once I really have a good idea of how I want to do this, then I will make a time lapse for you guys. So I'll see you in that time lapse. Okay guys, we just got in a Lego.com pick brick order for this build. Open it up and show you guys what we got. Should be a lot of good pieces in here. So first we have obviously the order form. There's a lot of good things in there. Here's what we got. I'll crack this open. Alrighty, so looking at the majority of the parts, there was a lot of good pieces that I was able to pick up in this haul. Just a lot for rock work, the water, and then also just a couple miscellaneous things like certain helmets, skeleton parts, animals. So really good pieces. What I am going to do next is I am going to, like I said, do that time lapse with the rock work. I hope to get a lot of it done using a lot of the pieces that like of these slopes. So without further ado, I'm going to work on that right now. Alrighty, with that being done, we are just going to work on a few miscellaneous things. Starting off with this bridge design that I decided to make for the little kind of crossing over the aquifer, I think that's called, the underground streams. But I'm just showing you kind of guys how I built it, and it looked pretty good. And I'm also just putting the base of this rock work down, and I'm just going to spend the next little while building out more of this stream. So I'm going to get to that, and we are done. So here's what it turned out. It looks really good. And I also did finish kind of work on the frame of the little cast part. There's the bridge, but the stone wall is looking good right there. And then I've also put up the a place that they hung prisoners and stuff who were in there a little bit too long. So have that build. That looks good. And then now I'm going to start work on this little hallway kind of section down here. I'm going to use 2 different color plates, just some dark tan and some dark red. So I think that'll look good. But here it is. So yeah, it turned out really nice. I thought the red goes well with that dark tan. I just thought it was a nice contrast. So, alrighty, that is looking pretty good. I do have to wait in order to continue on adding the second floor. I need to wait on when I'm hoping to try to install some lights. So I might as well work on some more rock work. I think I'm going to try to focus and tackle this area over here and get some of that built up along with this kind of gray wall over here. So yeah, I'll update you guys with progress. Okay, we are going to do the final progress update for this episode. And let me just tell you, there is a lot to cover for this little update. Well, not little, it's pretty big. So I have basically done this whole corner, at least the start of it, starting with this rock work back here that looks pretty good at a certain angle that I like, that I'm still figuring out how I'm going to work back into the main structure. But then we have maybe my favorite part of the build so far is this waterfall. I just think that looks so cool, coming off from this taller part of the kind of cave and working down its way into this culvert. But then I also, instead of just straight like gray and just a wall right there, I decided to make a little scene of a wolf pack trying to kind of mine his way into the little area down here and trying to eventually get to the vault and get some treasure. You know how the wolf pack are. So I have him right there. So that looks pretty good. And I kind of have one of the main structural beams that there's two other ones. I put one right here, and I have this bit of this rock work that kind of bends around and connects back up with that. So I think that looks pretty good. And the waterfall also, or like the little stream, kind of goes around that beam right there, and then working its way up. I think it looks pretty good. And I've just started with more rock work. So this is going to be the overall height of it. So obviously it's going to be very tall. So I've just started some experimenting on where I want to place these beams going horizontal with I forget if it's a stalagmite or stalactite, which one is on the ceiling that goes down. But I have also started some work on the outer rock work just to kind of get a little idea of what I want it to look like. So that's just what that will be. I just ordered a lot of parts, about $100 worth of parts. Most of them are related to this build, so I have a lot more, but I'm still looking decent on just slopes and stuff that are really good for the rock work. But I've just been trying to use a variety of techniques, but that is the progress. But yeah, I think that'll be it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next update.